medical podcast on academics, the medical lore. MBBS is like the process of transforming of carbon into a diamond. And it is an enthralling journey with lots of stress. But you enjoy every bit of the process because you know that eventually you are going to transform into a gem that you have always dreamt of. So today we have got a very distinguished personality to grace this occasion. A person who requires little to no introduction. He was the former Vice Chancellor of Kerala University of Health Sciences, a renowned pediatrician, counselor, and academician. He has authored over a dozen medical books. He holds around 12 degrees in various disciplines and has bagged numerous awards and prestigious recognitions to his name. And he is none other than Dr.MKC Nair, sir. Hearty welcome, sir, to today's official medical podcast presented by Sharp Vision.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. So first of all, what is the secret of such an astounding success in your career so far? What is that inspirational tip which you would like to give to our medical students?
Average intelligence, 3 words I will use. Average intelligence, lot of persistent, consistent, hard work, and bit of luck. All 3 are required. In 1 word. You want me to go further?
Of course, sir. You can elaborate further. We would love to hear from you.
Basically, I was fortunate to have simple, very sweet, nice parents. If somebody has studied all the achievers of the world and they found the only common thing they all had was lower middle class, educated, good parents, and a cohesive family. And I was fortunate to have that one. And we have a very small family, just 11 children. And I'm the youngest. Okay, very small family. And then I was fortunate to have my education, whole medical education in CMC Ludhiana, where it is written, my work is for a king. Jesus, of course, which means God only. So that dedication to God in all your work and that philosophy. And CMC doesn't preach anything, doesn't advise you anything, but you imbibe certain characteristics. And third, of course, my beloved wife, who enjoys my success, never interferes. She never bothers for all this, but gives that occasional guidance sometimes if she think I'm going wrong. Is it okay? Is it the way you want to go? Just ask once in a once in a while. So probably that family and my lovely children. So 3 things, my family of my parents, family of my wife and children. In between, of course, CMC Ludhiana and about 30 years in Medical College Trivandrum and the Child Development Center. I think that would be summarize the whole story.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful advice. Your hard work, your persistence and determination will definitely take you to great heights. What greater insight can we medical students have? Well, our discussion tonight, the topic would be career guidance and dilemma among medical students. Sir, just a few minutes back, you had told that you were lucky to be blessed with such a wonderful, understanding parents. And in the present competitive world, we know that there is a rising number of suicide cases among teenagers, among youth, and especially medical students from depression and anxiety-related disorders. So, sir, do you think that pressure from your family or undue expectation from the side of your parents can lead to such occurrences in the future?
See, if you look at medical students, they are like people hoping for years. Lots of people try for it, some achieve it. But the problem is for years, once you have achieved it, then it's good rosy time ahead. It's not so bad for after that. Of course, they are busy. But for the medical students, the moment you get admission, the student think that I have achieved everything. But little realizing that the hard journey starts from there with the first day in the anatomy hall. Somebody walk in with a lot of expectation and lot of real expectation about I'm going to be a doctor, and in a very boring dark anatomy hall with a body in front and few colleagues around, and your first exposure to medicine unfortunately is extremely depressing. Of course, recently things have changed. I understand that. Okay, recently things have little changed. You have first 3 months for introduction, communication, etc., etc. So the new students are very fortunate, but this fortune doesn't come. And then top it up with every week examination. And the first few times you study the whole night, don't do anything else. Wait for that weekly, test. After the some time you forget about it, do what you want, and then things slow down. Nobody give you that vision. Why are you going to be a doctor? And that initial introduction is extremely bad. I really do not want to blame any of my teachers or the present teachers, but let me tell you, it is the worst experience of a human being to be the first year medical student, because nothing is exciting at that critical age of 18, 19, when the whole world is enjoying and you are neck deep in dissection. That is not what they anticipated. If they were expected to something, for example, they are doing abdomen, they are looking at liver. Oh, excitement of liver, modern technology of teaching, and then they are shown a case of jaundice. Suddenly they would have done very well. So in fact, I would say Saturdays should be reserved for the first year, second year medical students in the clinical side. And on the other hand, the clinical side students should go back to anatomy, physiology, just to freshen up things after they start seeing the case. They will get a lot of interest. This would be the best advice I can give, that Saturday in a college should be reserved for first year students in the clinical side. On the other hand, clinical side students, go back and see your own teachers. One of the reasons why teachers feel so bad is after they struggle for you for 1 year. Mind you, it's not easy to teach Gray's Anatomy to the 18-year-old so much. And then they feel that we have lost them. There's no continuity. They have no continuity. They have no stake over the student. They don't feel ownership about the students. I think that relation has to be brought back. I would say that this would make a huge difference even in the student-teacher relationship, because teachers are also frustrated, I must tell that.